The universe is always speaking to you, giving you signs, sometimes testing you, sometimes guiding you, and sometimes warning you to even protect your energies. But it's very important to know how to distinguish the differences and to actually listen to the universe, because when we mistaken and we start making things up in our head, then we start going with the path of most resistance, almost like we're working against the collective consciousness. So it becomes very difficult to manifest the things that we want in life. That's why in this video, I want to break down for you a few things to look out for. Signs from the universe, how to connect, communicate, and listen to what the universe has for you. We're going to dive deep into it, but before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I want to break down for you a few things when it comes to understanding the universe a little bit more. A lot of people usually see signs from the universe, a lot of people usually get different indications or feeling and this calling, but a lot of the time people misinterpret the communication between you and the universe, and therefore you start making certain mistakes that can actually be avoided if you were a little bit more conscious about what is actually going on. So if you have your journals or your notepads, please get it out and then you can start taking some notes. So the first thing is, when it comes to universal language, the universal language, I always say to people, is down to energy. It's not down to words, because the universe is not going to come up to you and say, hey you, I'm the universe and you should look out for XYZ. But instead, it's going to be that energy in motion, the energy that is transmitted from the collective intelligence through you, the vessel. And so how do you feel it? You feel it as an emotional calling. And a lot of the time when we are very much in this physical world, very humanified. Is that a word? No, it is. When you are humanified, then very human, it means that you have this, this strong ego, this sense of separation, this mind, your mind of its own, where it tries to think that using its illogical, logical mind, meaning your pre-programmed mind, because nothing really is that logical. It's purely just determined by your upbringing or society or what you've been taught and experienced through time. But you will try to be rational about things and logical about things, and you will try to make up your mind on what the universe is actually saying. But you need to understand this. If you take something so big as the universe and its plans for you, you may have heard the saying before when people say, man makes his plan and God has his plan for you. And what does that mean? It means that a lot of the time, the universe has different plans for you. But the plans the universe has for you, think about this a moment, is far greater than what your mind can even fathom. Think about it. You're talking about a collective intelligence, an infinite energy. It's not limited to the dreams and desires and goals that you think about. So what does this mean? Actually, a lot of the time when we feel something and it feels way beyond us and it makes no sense at all, usually that feeling is our calling, is already the universe speaking to you. But the problem is that when we use our limited mind to analyze something that's of the infinite collective, we don't understand it. So we say it doesn't make any sense. And then we deny it. The moment we deny it, guess what? We're almost saying like, universe, no, I know you have greater things for me, but no, I'm not good enough for that. Right? So instead of that, my encouragement for everybody, because this can happen in different areas of your life. This could be, imagine you're trying to manifest the love of your life, and then they stood there right in front of you, And you're feeling this pull, you're feeling this connection. Yet at the same time, you're saying, maybe she's too good for me, or maybe I'm not good looking enough, right? But you're feeling that pull. So where is that feeling coming from? That is the question, right? That feeling is an emotion. That emotion is energy in motion. And so when we start to understand that, we start to realize that the universe will never really give you anything that you cannot handle. So when you feel that calling, when you feel that pull, that undeniable force, you feel that in your heart, in your gut, that's your calling. And it's very important to learn how to start answering to your callings. Now, one of the things that I'd like to kind of finish off this small chapter we have here today is talking about if you go for a calling. Now, your logical mind sometimes says, but what if it goes wrong? But that becomes the problem. Because when you say, what if it goes wrong? Guess what happens? What vibrational frequency are you in? Are you in doubt? Are you in fear? Are you in lack? Or are you in trust? Right? I'm sure you know the answer. You're in lack. And the moment you're in lack, guess what? You start attracting it and you said, you see, I shouldn't have listened. But it's not true. It's because you did listen, you followed through, yet at the same time you didn't continue to surrender and trust. So surrender and trusting is very, very important in all of this. Some people will often argue the fact, and this becomes the last part, where I did surrender, I trusted, but you know what? It still went wrong. I want everybody inside your notes to write this down. Nothing ever goes wrong. Because we need to understand that sometimes it takes the wrong for a guidance. What do we mean by that? Well, think about it. We always say, let's say the universe. The universe is not just like a parent to us. The universe is our most loving parent. If you look at parents, how are they with their kids? Well, you could tell your kid not to do something, and they continue to do it. You continue to tell them not to do something. They're stubborn and they continue to do it. So how do you guide them? Well, you know on your higher level of consciousness that if they stumble across a mistake and they fall over, they will learn themselves. So sometimes the universe needs to guide you by taking you one direction, creating some obstacle there or challenge, and then that challenge be put right in front of you so that you cannot go that way, and then to guide you the other way. It's almost like a little detour route towards your manifestation. So always understand, just to summarize this video, to trust the universe, that the universe is always working with you, that nothing ever goes wrong because it takes the wrong turning to find the right turning. And other than that, it's very important for you to keep a positive mind, keep a positive outlook all the way through the journey. Because remember, you only attract what you are. So, if you enjoyed this video or you got anything out of it whatsoever, maybe you just resonated with what I was sharing, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Allow this message to get out to more people around the world. Also, please comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from, especially if you're anywhere in the UAE, because our center here is opening very soon here in Dubai. So we would like to send you an exclusive invite to join us for the soft opening. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell icon, by the way. Because this year, we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. And one last thing, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to click the first link inside the description and join our 5-day manifestation challenge. It's free for everybody to join. And I look forward to helping you, guiding you towards your dreams, your goals, and your manifestations. So click the first link inside the description, get enrolled now, and I look forward to seeing you guys all there. Other than that, my love and prayers goes out to every single one of you. Namo Himalaya.